Hello all, happy weekend, and I hope you're all doing well. So as many of you know, a lot of people at the moment are abandoning ship when it comes to Blizzard. And I'm sure some of you know, Jeff Kaplan left a little while ago. He was overseeing Overwatch and Overwatch 2 development. And some other names that you may not have heard of was Glenn Rain. Now Glenn was in charge of the art of World of Warcraft. He was the principal, and also the Hearthstone and Diablo art, more specifically to Immortal. Anyway, everyone leaving isn't new news, and I'm sure you've all heard of it, but I just wanted to set the groundwork for what is exciting with everyone leaving. So basically what this just boils down to, and the general consensus is, people weren't happy with what was happening inside of Blizzard and have gone off and started off these brand new companies. And this is really, really super exciting. You know, startups with more flexibility, more control, more narrative to kind of those original style of games that we saw in early Blizzard development. Now, one that I'm sure that you have already heard of was Mike Morhaime. So he's the ex-Blizzard founder, and he started up a company called Dreamhaven. And again, this isn't new news, but just to give you a basic rundown, he went off, he set up his new company. He's got a new gaming company which is called Dreamhaven, and under that there are two new development studios. One is Moonshot Games and the other is Secret Door. And as you can imagine, everyone is speculating what is going to come out of this. Are we going to see StarCraft 3, Heart of the Storm 4, Diablo, some other spin-off similar to it? Just lots and lots of brilliant, exciting things that didn't have the opportunity to come to life under the current Blizzard overlords. So what is new and exciting, said everyone to Dom. Well, let's talk about Lightforge Games. So, you remember that guy, Glenn Rain, that we mentioned earlier? Well, he has got together with some real powerhouse RPG developers and has created, as mentioned, Lightforge Games. And in a nutshell, basically, they have quoted as saying that they are working on a new cross-platform social video game where players have the power to create worlds and tell stories in unprecedented freedom. Now, I've gone around the block a fair few times, so when it comes to companies announcing these great big buzzword sentences, this is I'll believe it when I see it. However, let's talk about who they have behind this. So in no particular order, we've got Matt Shembari, who was the former UI director for Epic. Additionally, we've also got Nathan Fairbanks and Dan Hertzer. Who are they, you may ask? Well, they're former project managers and producers for both BioWare, ZeniMax Online, and Epic. We've got Glenn Rain, which we already mentioned is the former art director for Blizzard. And someone who I hadn't heard of was Mark Hutchinson, who's the former brand manager and marketing director at Blizzard and also Epic, apparently. So between them, they have worked on World of Warcraft, Star Wars The Old Republic, Overwatch, Fortnite, and The Elder Scrolls Online. So as you can imagine, now combine that with the buzzwords, I've actually got a little bit of excitement. I wouldn't say faith at this point, but certainly the odds are in their favours. And it sounds very, very exciting, and that there could be some really good things to come out of this. So there are a few statements already going around at the moment, and we've already said that they've mentioned that we love highly social games, creative games, and we particularly love games where players can drive the narrative. But what is interesting is the CEO, so Mr. Shembari, has come out and said, we are looking to combine elements from Minecraft or Roblox with tabletop RPGs to form a new way to play role-playing games. Given our backgrounds, making a game that looked to revolutionize RPGs was an obvious choice. So I'm not sure if this means that you just spawn into a world and you do your own thing and you can set up your own kind of RPG elements to it, same way as Minecraft, and the sky's your limit. You can play in a very vanilla setting, or you can just go mad with advanced setups, etc. Or this is literally just a set of tools where you build your own RPG, like RPG Maker, funny enough. My gut feel is that it's not going to be any of these options, because There are lots of sandbox worlds with magic and RPG elements. You've got Citadel forged with fire, for example. You've got games like Outward for, loads and loads of different ones. So, it wouldn't be very mold breaking, for example, or, as I quote, revolutionizing the RPG world. Overall, I think this is a really, really good thing. I love the fact that there are new companies spawning up at the moment. It means more competition. It means more ideas being generated into kind of the atmosphere. And, we may see new ideas, new trends, new patterns. Just great things for us to get our hands on. In terms of how they're actually getting on, so far they've raised 5 million. And one of the companies that is supplying some of that is actually Dreamhaven. So Mike Morhaime is helping out his fellow studio buds from the past, and good for him. I'm really excited to see how this goes. But yeah, that's it for this one. I don't really have much more in terms of details. I know that they are looking to hire Bridget Collins relatively soon, who is another, funny enough, game designer from Blizzard, and Jared Everson is looking to pop along as well. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, as always, hit the thumbs up button. You want more like this, then hit the subscribe button. Don't forget you can find us live on Wednesdays and Fridays on Up, Down, Left, Right. But for the most part, have a great week and be safe and stay healthy.